Hello, denizens of the internet, and so we come to the end of Picard Season 3. Warning, spoilers ahead. It's too bad that we couldn't just enjoy this show and not have it become a rallying cry for just how bad Trek has been under the stewardship of Secret Hideout. Most comments about how enjoyable this season has been is always accompanied by some snide remark about just how bad the rest of Trek is. Guilty as charged, Picard 3 has been like a rip in the fabric of time. Most fans of Trek abandoned the franchise during Discovery, and our complete loathing for what was done to it could be summed up neatly in Picard Seasons 1 and 2. The rest who remained were clearly drugged on Soma. Out of all of the Kurtzman kleptomania that also included the inept Strange New Worlds, Picard was, without a doubt, the worst. The sine qua non of direct Trek. Yet, here we are, a show left for dead, its barely breathing remnants getting up off its knees, catching up to the back of the pack and slowly making its way around the track and crossing the finish line. First? Yeah, it won. And we cheered. I cheered at least. And I also cried when Captain Shaw, in a post-mortem presentation in front of Tuvok, talked about Seven of Nine and how good she was and how she deserved to be captain. Why the hell I teared up, I have no idea. Most big finales are a disappointment to some degree. Honestly, this episode was no exception. We knew where it was going. We knew the antagonist. We knew the players. It really was just about surprising us with the hows, the execution, and spreading the hero stuff across a very expansive cast. This is one thing Terry Matalas and crew have done very well. Even if it's just one line, it's in character and well crafted. Oh, it was really convenient that the Borg ship had giant gaping pathways that would allow an enormous starship to thread its way through its core. Why couldn't they just do what Luke did and find a convenient duct and fire down it? Still, it was fun to watch. The Queen Borg was great, but Jack looked like he had been fitted for a rubber suit as a groom for a Borg wedding. The fact that the Borg was consuming its own to survive was actually quite cool. The updated data was wonderfully silly. Seven of Nine had several good turns. I did like the fact that the Borg managed to control only the Gen Zs and turn them into single-minded digital drones. I'm sure that was a bit of social commentary. All throughout this final season, Picard demonstrated one key element that Strange New Worlds just did not get, and I'm sure they won't get in season 2. And that's when danger strikes, you send your A-team. This is the same thing they did in TOS, of course. I really don't give a about the rest of Strange New World's diverse crew. Just give me Pike, Spock, and Una. Anyway, I'm doing it again. Kurtzman Trek does that to you. Would it have taken as long as it did for all those Federation starships to break down Earth's defenses? Probably not. But of greater interest to me is where'd they get the money to build all those frickin' starships? Did governments suddenly become prudent and efficient with spending taxpayer dollars? Where's the episode with bureaucrats questioning a representative of Lockheed Martin starships on cost overruns? Why the coffee replicator cost 1 million credits? And why are the bridges made so frickin' huge? People call Discovery disco for good reason, because the bridge looks like something out of Studio 54. I'll tell you one thing season 3 did that I have not experienced in a long while. Anticipation. It built slowly. Trust had to be reestablished, but by halfway through and the final show, I was really excited, waiting to have each show pop up into my feed. When was the last time you felt that way about a Trek? One interesting data point is that Picard has clawed its way into the Nielsen ratings listings, a show that you could not find if you'd sent a search party with dogs and helicopters, did something no other Kurtzman Trek has managed to do: rise up through the ratings. Who would have thought that a show starring old charismatic actors without any political agenda or sexually confused people talking endlessly about their personal feelings, a show with consequences for the actions that they took, would actually be something people wanted to watch? What a shocker. Will CBS and its pusillanimous executives learn from this? No, of course not. So let's enjoy this brief repast. I could break down the sillier parts of the show, but I'll let others do that. What I want to really draw your attention to was the most important thing Terry and his team did: give us a great, sumptuous denouement. This was his gift to the fans, letting us spend time with our friends, watching them enjoy and celebrate the victory and the love they have for each other. It was longer than I anticipated, but I enjoyed every minute of it. And as I mentioned earlier, I actually teared up during Shaw's speech for 7 of 9. Damn, I miss him. This is how it's done, folks. This is why this final show worked. Not the big explodey bits. This! When I was performing live, I always remembered something Liza Minnelli said: if you have a bad show, you keep bowing. You don't stop bowing until the audience is cheering and gives you a standing ovation. When the people leave the theater, they feel they got a great show. And that's what they did here. I felt like I got my money's worth. And of course, the credit sequence. Does this mean we're getting more of Terry Trek? Till next time, denizens, be seeing you.